So from this vantage point, you get a good sense of the project. Up front, we've got the original house, the 1720 gambrel, and then we've got the timber frame L here in the middle, coming back to our addition. Now, this original timber frame, which was just put back in place thanks to Aaron and his team, that was originally 1 story back in 1720. At some point, they bumped it up to 2 stories, and our homeowners, they want to take it back down to 1 story, but to have a cathedral ceiling. So they're going to reuse those timbers to create the cathedral ceiling, but it's not going to be structural. We're actually going to have to build a roof over the entire thing. So that means we need some steel. A 35-foot steel beam fabricated off-site going between these 2 structures. And the other day, Tommy and Charlie padded them out with 2x12s on either side. And now it's going to be flown in as soon as we find some way to get the steel posts in.
All right, our first steel column is coming in. It's actually a 3-inch by 5-inch with a plate screwed or welded to the top. Now this is pre-cut to the length. It's a little over 22 feet long. And he's got to position it right because that plate on the top of the column has to go parallel with the beam, and we can't turn it once it's in. So that should just fit through the structure. Gonna come right down through the hole.
Bad?
Okay. Come on down.
All right.
Come on down easy.
There's a lot of coordination going on here.
You're good.
Bringing it right down. It's being controlled by radio, by Jay up there, telling the crane operator what to do. You can see that coming down nice and slow, nice and easy. Coming right in. Now that's precision for you, boy. Look at that. This post should have a base put on the bottom of it, but what they did is they left the square base off the bottom, which is going to be the foot to this column. And that allows this column to come through a much smaller rectangular hole. Jay, I think your guy knows what he's doing there. Look at that, huh? Nice.
Down easy. Thank you.
A little bit of coordination right there. So the radio guy and the operator, beautiful work. So now we'll just weld that.
This is our second post right here. It is hollow, so it only weighs about 200 pounds, but those 2 posts have got to be able to carry a steel beam that weighs over a ton. This is our beam right here. It's 35 feet long, and each side's been padded out with 3 2x12s. That makes it easy to marry our roof rafters to right here. And then on top, there's a 2x10. It's been cut on an angle both sides. This matches the pitch of the roof. The whole thing weighs over 2,000 pounds, and that's partly because it's so long, but it's also got to carry the entire weight of the roof as well as a full snow load. So they're calculating about 15,000 pounds for this thing to have to carry.
This is our spud wrench, and it's tapered so we can line up the holes easier. Got it. Good. That's it right there. All right, I'm on. I think we're good. We know we measured it. The heights for the columns are right, but just for the heck of it, check it with the level. Right on. Perfect.
All right, that is satisfying to see that beam go in.
Oh, it sure is. I love watching that stuff go in. But this ridge beam is actually doing a lot. It's actually carrying the load of the roof, but it's also keeping the walls from bowing out.
All right, and our roof line is going to look like what?
Right over here, we put a mock-up. You see a 12-pitch gable that'll drop on the steel beam onto structural lumber on top of these old beams.
Right here in the middle.
Right here in the middle. And on the outside wall will be a 4-pitch shed roof, right where that 2x4 shows it dropping on it.
So underneath here, we're going to look up to the bottom of the shed, and then underneath here, this is all cathedral, so we'll look up to the bottom of that roof line.
Right, and underneath the cathedral, you're going to see all the old boards and the old rafters. So it's really going to be a cathedral room right here. It's going to be beautiful.
Thanks for watching. This Old House has got a video for just about every home improvement project, so be sure to check out the others. And if you like what you see, click on the subscribe button. Make sure that you get our newest videos right in your feed.